You and I spent a lot of time in the Middle East together. I spent 4 years, 4 years there. I read this two ways. One is this is a message to the Israelis that they can take the gloves off and take care of business in Gaza, which needs to be done. Number two, I read this as a challenge to the rest of the Arab world. You don't like what Israel's doing, you want to stand up for the Palestinians, then you have to take them. If you can't just sit on the sidelines and criticize. Am I onto something?
I think you are. Let's be realistic. You, as you said, you were there for 4 years. You covered the area. Israel has just a tiny little sliver of real estate. All of the Arab countries have 644 times the amount of land that Israel does. So to say to Israel, you've got to give up some of your property because you got to make room for whoever you want to make room for. I think people are starting to recognize this is a regional issue. It is not just an issue that goes along this sliver of property the size of New Jersey. It now has to be a bigger neighborhood picture. The president is I think, showing some brilliance in taking away all of the old ways of talking about it. Some people say he's out of the box. I say he doesn't have a box. Well, he doesn't have a box.
To be fair, the box of the past 50 years didn't work, right?
It's been a failure.
We all stood in that box, and there's an appetite for something new. I said that after his press conference with Prime Minister Netanyahu. Here he is being asked about what Gaza looks like after it's turned into the Riviera.
The Palestinians have the right to return? No big money spent. No, they wouldn't, because they're going to have much better housing, much better. In other words, I'm talking about building a permanent place for them, because if they have to return now, it'll be years before you could ever. It's not habitable. It will be years before it could happen. I'm talking about starting to build, and I think I could make a deal with Jordan. I think I could make a deal with Egypt. You know, we give them billions and billions of dollars a year.
Now, the flip side is we don't have to give you billions and billions of dollars a year if you don't do what we want. But this brings up a point, and I think it requires some examination, which is for decades we've been told that the people in Gaza are refugees. Yeah. And yet people are now angry that those refugees don't have a right to return to a place where they were considered refugees, as if giving them another area in Egypt, in Jordan, in Saudi Arabia, a new life, better housing, better opportunities, is somehow taking away their rights. This would be the question, though. You still have at least 1 million, maybe more people, maybe 1.5 million people, most of whom are terrorist sympathizers, living in, by any objective measure, terrible conditions under the rule of a terrorist organization. You've got to do something with these people. If the Arab countries aren't going to take them, what's the option?
I think that that's where Donald Trump's genius shows up. He puts everything on the table. He forces people who thought it was going to be somebody else's problem to accept responsibility. It's going to be the problem of everyone who lives in that region. But it's not been a place of refugees. You know, people forget that until 2005, there were Jewish people, Israeli people living in Gaza until Ariel Sharon decided that he would make all the Israelis move out. And you forcibly, by the Israeli military, moved 10,000 Jews out of Gaza. Gaza could have been Singapore. It's Haiti instead, because Hamas has ruined it, turned it into a hellhole. And now it's uninhabitable. There's no electricity, there's no running water, there's 30,000 unexploded ordnances laying about for somebody to trip over and blow up. It's going to take a long time before people can safely live there. And who's responsible? Hamas is responsible because they're the ones who created the massacre of October the 7th.
I would add, I know you won't disagree with me, the Iranians are responsible as well.
The Iranians paid for it, and they paid for it with money that they got when Joe Biden took the pressure off of them. Leland, you cannot deny it. They were broke. Donald Trump's attitude wasn't to bomb them, it was to bankrupt them, and it was working.
Well, and he kind of said that he said basically the same thing again today. Governor,
great to see you.
Until I get to call you ambassador, it's good to see you, sir, as always.
Look forward to it.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.